Good morning, citizens. I am back and feeling much better and getting a chance to look at all the footage that I recorded during the Invictus. You can tell it was Invictus because the elevator just opened there to a black void that I did not walk into. Luckily, the elevator didn't suck me into there, into the geometry of the walls. So I am heading down to the hangars to check out a ship. I have a number of different ships. I didn't play nearly as much as I would have liked. I didn't take out nearly as many ships as I would have liked to take them through their paces, but I got to check out a couple cool ships and a few that I never have really flown or checked out before. And we're going to start it off for the first ship. We're going to look at this one right here, the RSI Mantis. The ship that is used for interdiction, the choice of pirates in the game right now. If you're being pulled out of Quant, you're jumping from one location to another, and a ship has pulled you out. Even if you're being attacked by another ship, another type of ship, more than likely the Mantis is the ship that stopped you and pulled you out. Unless, of course, it's an NPC. For some reason, an NPC in an LN can pull you out. They all seem to have interdiction capabilities, as opposed to regular players. This is ship you're going to need. So I'm looking around here. There's the elevator you can call. It comes down. So the entrance is from underneath, because most ships seem to have high landing gear, so you walk underneath them as opposed to walking around them. But we're going to go and check out the Mantis here. I've never really looked around in here. Kind of surprised at the sparseness of the interior. I was expecting a little bit more, but there's a couple little things here. A little food prep area there. At first, admittedly, it took me a while to figure out why there were some girders here in the middle. Then I realized they're just struts for the elevator. There's kind of a mesh grating there, and a very open cockpit area. So looking around here, there's a bed. So there is ability to log out. There is ability to cook yourself some food, and the elevator. Looking at the food here, a couple panels, a couple components you can access from the inside. Thought I would power up the ship. Impressed with the view. Quite a nice view from the cockpit. Looking at the outside of the ship here, it does look cool. You can see why they called it the Mantis. It does look like a sea creature. But look at all the space around the pilot. So if you want a ship that you have a lot of visibility from, there you go. Quite a good ship. Technically, I guess you could do box missions with this ship. Not a lot else. It's not really a great combat ship. If you are looking to stop people, pull them out of their jump and attack them, they may be able to overpower you in their ship. But it is pretty cool. It does have that neat feature, which we're going to get into. It did take me a bit of a while to figure out exactly how to do that. So if you look in the corner there, it shows you your two weapons, and then it shows your interdiction unit. I don't know, capabilities. I wouldn't really call it a weapon, even though you do get a crime stat. I checked out here a couple times. I loved how the landing pads folded. Watch how they kind of tilt and slide one on top of the other. What a great design. Whoever came up with that design, that's pretty awesome. So I love that. I love just a little bit of an extra animation pulling those in. Taking it out now, you can see we are in Orson because, of course, I rented this at the expo. Checking out some of the maneuverability in atmosphere. Pretty fast ship. Turns and rotates pretty quickly. Steers quite well. Yeah, I liked it. You can see there we got the FL-33s, got dual guns with your primary weapon, and then you've got your QED, your quantum enforcement device. Is that what the E stands for? Heading out. Now, one thing about this, that this is an RSI ship, it does have a great view from the cockpit. So we're going to go to a little more footage now out in space. So we've gotten up out of the atmosphere. I've cut out a little bit, and we are going to jump towards the orbital marker 1. Once in orbital marker 1, we are then testing out maneuverability a bit in space. Kind of enjoying that. I was looking at the missiles. We have two different types of missiles. We have the guns. Fairly fast firing. Fairly quick recharge. Not bad. Good looking ship. Trying to find a nice image that we can use for our video clip here. Trying to get it in the sun. But yeah, I'm happy with the look of the ship, and it does handle quite well. This is a ship, again, that I've never flown before, so kind of an interesting one. Looking at the range, you can see there, if I wanted to fly from Crusader to Microtech, I don't have the range. Crusader to Lorville, almost, but not quite the range. So this ship is not a long distance ship. If you want to fly from one place to another, you're definitely going to have to make some stops along the way in order to refuel. In the ship now, actually heading towards HUR L5, flying there, heading away from Crusader. If you want to use the interdiction device, you're definitely going to have to be away from a planet. You can't be in atmosphere using the device. You have to be a bit away from the planet. I'm going to make another video later explaining really how the quantum interference device works, or enforcement device, whatever they're called. I'm going to explain a little bit how they work and how you can kind of use them and how they stop some of it. But right now, I've stopped away from Crusader. I thought, I'm going to figure out how to use this device. And this took me a while. The biggest issue is that it is not powered up. You can see it is surrounded in red there. Now, I am far enough away from Crusader at this time, but I really thought I wasn't. I really didn't know. I'm flying around. We're going to jump ahead to when I kind of got things a bit figured out. Walking around in the ship, now that the lights are on, we can take a bit of more of a tour, see the bed a bit better. Those are the struts that are involved in the elevator. Around the corner this here, I didn't notice this at first, but we do have a bathroom. And a little first aid kit you can see in the back, so maybe there's going to be some first aid supplies in the future. You notice it's got a bidet function, very interesting. So there is a little bit more in the ship, quite a nice view looking out, and enough space to kind of move around and enjoy it. So even if you're taking passengers somewhere, although the range of the ship isn't very good, there's quite a bit of a range here. So we're going to get back in the seat, and we're going to figure out the quantum enforcement device. So what you need to do is power up the device. So I've put myself in a location where I don't expect a lot of people to be flying. That way, I'm not really going to probably stop someone. I didn't really want to try to stop someone, but you can see it says power, PWR, needs power. So open up the power menu on your MFD. There it is there. We're going to choose it once my button is moving correctly. So I go from menu to power, and then the QED, there it is. It is on. Now you can see that this is opened up and it's starting to expose the device. So in an external view, you can see the QED is exposed. There it is in the center. The flaps have opened up. We're checking it out. We want to now activate it. It is now powered up. If you look at the HUD on your ship, you're going to see it says 0 out of 100. And I started looking around trying to find a way to activate it. All these buttons should work. You can see there, it is now powered up. It doesn't say power anymore. But I couldn't get any of them to work. I'd forgot that left mouse button shoots your guns, right mouse button shoots your secondary guns. So tap your right mouse button, and now it is powered up. You can see it's starting to spin up. It's starting to create this cool effect. Looks awesome. Power 57%, getting bigger, pulsating, getting stronger and stronger and stronger. That's so awesome. And now we're at 100%. And now we can fire it. And there we go. Sends out the burst. And you can see it's using up all that power. And it is down to 0. And that little symbol in the corner means that quantum jump is disabled in this area, so no one can jump, including yourself. So if I try to jump to a location, it wouldn't let me. You can see it's red out there, so it wouldn't work. These buttons still not working, so to turn it off, I just click power in the MFD, and after a moment, you can see we can now jump again once we wait for a second. There we go. It is off, and we can jump again. So that is basically how you use it and how you turn it on and off. Those buttons in the console should work. I don't know why they're not working right now. Maybe they need a little bit of a fix, but at the moment, that's how it works, and that's how you will stop people. Now, stopping people with the Mantis is going to get you a crime stat if you are near enough to a location where one of the comma rays will notice. So it's not something that I would recommend you you use if it's just for fun, but it is a cool ship. And if you do want to be a pirate and you do want to stop some ships, this is the way to do it. I don't remember how long the interference will last before it wears off, so you may have to recharge and fire every once in a while. It does use quite a bit of power. There is a bit of a charge up time. And remember, if you're doing this solo, if you try to stop a ship, there's a good chance you're going to be outgunned, so it's always better to have someone with you. But that is it. That is the Mantis, a ship I've never tried before, and one that I think was really cool. So I'm just coming over for a landing now at Everest Harbor. Landing the ship wasn't really one I put a lot of use into, I just wanted to try it out. So this is it, the first of my little test drives of ships that I've used during Invictus. I hope it was kind of informative, and I am going to put out a mini tutorial just quickly on how to use the quantum enforcement device. So if you are looking to turn it on and off, you don't know how to operate it, I'll have one of those quick tutorials together, hopefully around the same time as this video comes out. And that is it, until next time, when more ships from Invictus are shown. Look forward to that, and look forward to my overall thoughts and review on Invictus, and what I'm thinking is going to be happening with the next free fly, which isn't that far off, only looking at maybe a month or so away, because I think Alien Week should be happening in July sometime, and that will be the next free fly event where mostly alien ships are available to fly. I'm wondering what's going to be revealed there, if the Gattac Raelin is going to be for sale, if there's going to be any updates on the ships, and what we have to look forward to with that. Plus, we're going to get back into some mining, making some money, and trying out some other ships and other missions in-game. Now that Invictus is over, the servers do seem to be running a lot better, and we are back to a more normal play style. So until next time, once again, I hope to see you all soon in the verse. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.